BRRRR. It is the week before Thanksgiving. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. Sun's coming up. I got about 30 minutes to fish before I've got to get going to work. It's been a rough week. It's been a good week, but it's been a long week at work. Just been a lot going on. So I need this little pick-me-up this morning before work. I'm going to try to catch a few crappies. It is cold. I think it's only like 28 degrees this morning. Going to be about 55 this afternoon. Not too bad for the week before Thanksgiving. But again, I'm going to freeze my fingers off. Hopefully catch a few crappies and then get to work. I'm going to actually just do what I was doing the other day that was actually working for me, which is a crappie jig under a float. See if I can get anything going this morning. Put my hood up. That is chilly on the back of my neck. Holy moly. Breeze out of the north this morning, of course. As I said, about 28 degrees. It is not warm. It's okay. Fish still bite. There we go, right there. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. What is that? Is that bass? What is? It's gotta be a bass, right? Yeah, it is. It's not a bad way to start the morning. Oh shoot, get back here, buddy. Oh no, there he goes. I'm gonna get all muddy. I gotta let him go. I can't get there. I'm gonna be filthy going to work. All right, buddy. Oh, get back in there. Darn it. That's not really what I wanted. I don't know where my jig and stuff went either. My line actually broke. Oh, it's out. My bobber's over there. Is my jig in his mouth? Well, that's a rough way to start the morning. I bet my jig's still in his mouth. All right, bud, I'm going to let you go. Get going. Get going. Come on, you can do it. Oh no, there's my line. I think. Is that my line? Oh, there's my jig. There's that fish. Well, this is, oh, there he goes. Come on, go the other way, buddy. Need a little help here. There he goes. Bye, bud. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about all this. Okay, well, that was entirely too much work. Apparently my line is garbage. And what happened was, where that bobber was pinching my line, it broke. And I went to tie a knot, and it wouldn't tie. And I went to tie another knot, and it wouldn't tie. So I definitely have got to replace some line. Oh, something bumped it. That's fish. That should be a crappie. Another little bass. Another little bass. Bass are going this morning. So I was able to land this one without breaking anything. So just a little guy. And my fingers are frozen. But it's okay, because I'm catching some fish. And man, even, I don't know, you may be watching this video wondering, what in the world are you doing? It is 28 degrees. You've got to get to work. For a couple bass. I mean, the one was about 2 pounds. It was a nice little bass, but for a couple of little bass, and maybe a chance at something else. Hopefully crappie here, but who knows. And the frustration of broken line, Doesn't hardly seem worth it, Eric. Man, it is already been worth the hassle. And the mud on my hand and the dirty sweatshirt that I'm going to have to wash when I get to work. Worth all of it. Because that's how God wired me. That something like this actually refills my bucket and helps me function better. And I definitely need to function better today. I was truly, after yesterday, I was just wiped. And I don't get that way often when I'm peopling. Again, God wired me so that when I'm helping people and navigating hard stuff with people, I actually refill as I'm being depleted. I don't know, it's weird. It's just been a long week. I gave a presentation, an all-day training really. I was the facilitator. And that was a different kind of exhausting. I hadn't done that in a long time, and I forgot how draining it is to give a presentation like that all day. It was good. I had a lot of good feedback. I enjoyed it. Oh, something bumped that. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it, but it was exhausting. I definitely felt it at the end of the day. And then just not a lot of downtime in between hard stuff with people the last 2 days. Again, that's good. I love that I can serve and help people like that, but whew. You're already kind of tired. There's a coyote up along the dam of that pond. Coming my way, actually. Just walking the pond. Huh. I've been walked up on by deer and coons and all sorts of things. Otter. Oh, my bobber's down. Crap. Feels like a decent fish. Is that a crappie finally? Oh, big crappie. Holy cow, that's a big crappie. Look at that guy. Look at that crappie. It's a great fish. The coyote's still just back there doing coyote things. Get a picture of this fish real quick. I don't know if you can see that coyote. He's just walking the shore. I wonder how close he'll get before he spooks off. I can't believe he hasn't heard me talking or seen me yet. Oh, there. He heard the fish splash. Oh, there he goes. He's like, nope, go in the other direction. Oh, there he goes, running. All right, Mr. Crappie. Get back in there. I don't know why these fish don't want to go out into the water today. Go, 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 crappie, go. I don't remember what time I set the alarm for. I think 7:45, so 25 minutes left. I don't know if I'll hold out that long with my fingers. I should have worn gloves. I probably have some in the truck, but... Oh, there's fish, there's fish, there's fish. Oh, pull it out of his mouth. Looks like he was just a hold of the tail. Oh, my bobber's down. Oh. I looked away for a second and that's when it went down. That's the way it always works, right? Bobber fishing, you look away for a second, and then that's when you get a bite. Oh, the way it's going, this will be the... If things hold to... Oh, that wasn't a great cast. Hold to the way they are now, this will be the 3rd or 4th time I've been to this pond without a bluegill. Kind of weird. Almost always catch a bluegill doing this. There's some big bluegills in this pond. If you watch my videos, you've seen me catch them. But I'll definitely not complain about the quality of crappies I've caught the last few times I've been here. And finally, even though I didn't get to touch it, really. Oh, that's fish, that's fish, that's fish. Got it. Finally a decent bass, too. A little smaller crappie. Small guy. That's okay. Not complaining. And up until that point, right there, my toes had stayed warm. Even though in lightweight tennis shoes. That was actually my worry. I knew my hands were going to get cold, but I was worried more about my toes. That's a chill that is harder to warm up from, for me anyway. It's all worth it. Oh, that's fish, that's fish, that's fish. Alright, I thought I'd got too far behind it. That was actually fighting like a bluegill. Oh, it is, it's a stud. It's a big one. Hey, eat my words. Man, hard to even get my hand around this fish. Oh, and he just inhaled it. The size of that bluegill. That's just a big fish. Thank you, sir. Alright, the farm pond trifecta. Bass, bluegill, crappie. Oh, full schedule at work today, which is good. I love it. At least one really hard conversation. Somebody we'd met with. And I mean, this isn't uncommon. There's several people in the local jail that I'm very familiar with through my work. Meeting with a lady first thing this morning that is probably facing some very, very serious time for what she did. Was arrested earlier this week. Met with her last week and then she got arrested. And really just want to have a follow-up conversation with her about what the future looks like for her. And she's got a couple kiddos, middle school, high school, and again, sadly not a totally uncommon situation, but really just want to try to process with her what long-term help looks like in the midst of her short-term needs. She's got some short-term stuff going on too, so yeah, it's hard. And they're the consequences of her actions, and I don't know whether she did it or not, but based on the charges and everything that happened, it sure looks like they've been probably keeping an eye on her for a while and had some pretty good evidence with the charges that they are. And again, I'm not one to judge any of that. It's just, yeah, and being held accountable for her choices is good. I'm not insinuating that she's a victim if she made those choices. Not at all. But the other fact is that life moves on, and what is that going to look like, and how can our agency, my work, how can we support her in that and love her well in that? But That's one of the things on my agenda today. And you may never even know it by looking at her. Not to say that you can tell by looking at somebody whether they been in and out of jail or not, but I don't know, it just, we stand in line behind people at the Walmart or grocery store and sit beside them at our kids' music concerts and ball games, and we really never know for sure what struggles and difficulties people are going through. Sometimes we do because they share it with us and it's obvious, but as I say when I meet with people, we all have struggles. Every single person struggles with things. Because life's hard. And the enemy's really good. Satan's really good at screwing with us and making life extra hard. Not that it's already not hard as it is. And we're all capable of falling victim to the hard stuff of this world. But just be thankful if you're not going through super hard struggles right now, because you will at some point. Something will happen. Just have some grace and mercy for those people that are. Oh, that's fish, that's fish, that's fish. Yeah, I'm going to finish on a fish. Well, if I can land it anyway. Looks like a small crappie, maybe. Nope, little bass. That's how Will and I finished the other day. Finished with a little bitty bass, and that's okay. I'm not going to complain. It was a beautiful morning. Perfect timing. Finishing on a fish. Going to go to work completely refilled, ready for whatever the hard stuff that the world has to throw at me today. And loving it. So, anyway, whatever you're doing, pray that you can do it with joy. Thanks for watching. God bless you. See you next time.